Easy gang, something a bit different here, something a bit more educational for the younger viewers and people who are, how can I put it, quite vulnerable or going down a slippery slope of what we call drugs. Guys, drugs are bad, simple as that, yeah. Any drug, no matter what it is, will weaken you and it will have side effects, yeah, and that includes anything. Bruce Lee died of an aspirin, yeah. I'm a paracetamol for too much, yeah. Paracetamol is one of the worst things to overdose on, you know that, don't you? Because there's nothing to bring you around, it's all, that's the goodness, what's supposed to help you, and when you usually go over on paracetamol, you don't make it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of every drug I've seen, I've been aware, I've experimented with, and what it's done to family members of mine and close and personal reality watch. Now I'll start off with number one. Cannabis, weed, dope. Cannabis, weed, dope is usually the starter drug. Anyone will tell you that. You speak to 99% of any heroin user or crack cocaine user or whatever, and they'll tell you when they were younger they started out smoking cannabis. I'm not going to lie, when I was young, 11 years of age, to the age of 16, 18, I used to smoke a lot of it, you know what I mean? But you don't realise till you get older, it mashes your brains right in, you know what I mean? You go to main psychiatric hospitals, yeah, and they'll tell you cannabis is probably one of the number one most thing to send young lads over the edge. Border personality disorders, paranoid schizophrenia, manic depression. Trust me, I promise you it's no joke. You know what I mean? It's all fun and games, chilled out, smoking it till one day you're fucking walking around with big machetes down your pants because you're paranoid out of your fucking mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, obviously people are growing cannabis, you know what I mean? The rewards are good, they make money, but sooner or later either the cops will hit you or 6 masked men will hit you. You'll be tied up, your family will be tied up, your kids will be tied up. Seen it done a million times, you know what I mean, till the grow's passed over. So cannabis, that's that covered. Let's go on to pills, ease. So everyone used to like a rave. I used to like a rave back in the day. Destruction, uprising, what have you. Warehouse, Doncaster Warehouse before I got barred for life. I got barred for life at Doncaster Warehouse for attacking a well-known boxer back in the day, Neil Malpas, who beat Paul Sykes. I had to do it, I flared up on Malpas on the doors and I got barred for life and what have you, and cracked one of his pals who were next to him and that. Malpas beat Sykes, I think he was a British champion at one point, and he beat John Fury as well. Only guy to beat John Fury on camera. What's on here? And he put a rant about me a bit back. He did. I think he's about 65, 66 now, going, I'll still take on Brett May, all this and that, but come on man, too old bro. But if you want an early pension, I don't mind giving it you, but I've got a bit of class to me. I don't like beating OAPs up, but no worries, I kid. But anyway, all respect for what you did in the past, O'Neill, son, yeah? Safe, mate. But yeah, pills is a bad one, guys. I've had people I know who've died on ecstasy tablets when they've been too strong and just gone cardiac arrest. Usually like when it's Creamfields, Glastonbury, any rave, you probably all heard deaths from ecstasy, someone close. There's that many bad batches what's going around because what they do is, guys, you see, usually ecstasy comes in MDMA there, but it's not hard to make your own pills. So when they make their own pills, usually a lot of them chuck quite a bit of fet into the mix, and sometimes they chuck a little extra bit of fucking, like a little bit of ketamine as well with it to go. And before you know it, the mixture of drugs goes and bang, your heart's gone and you're dead. You know what I mean? Trust me, it's sad. Stay away from pills, guys. And that is a clear message from me. Stay away from these. You know what I mean? No good to nobody. Amphetamines, just the same. You see people, the worst psychosis ever to get is amphetamine psychosis. We've all probably known someone who's had a problem with amphetamines. You see them 6 days up, 7 days up. walking around fields with fucking shiny torches. Psychosis out the fucking mind, you know what I mean? No good to anyone. Before you know it, they've stripped loads of weight, took about 2 or 3 stone off, but then they met themselves ill, and then it's a killer itself. Cardiac arrest, no good for the heart. You're always speeding the heart up, no good at all. So stay away from amphetamines, it's no good to anyone. You know what I mean? It sends people crazy. Like usually a lot of amphetamines users, after a while, after they've done it for years, they're always tooled up, always knifed up, they're always on edge, paranoid, crazy people. So we'll go from amphetamines, and then we'll go to, like, obviously MDMA, another bad killer. You know what I mean? You overdo it on MD, you're gone. You know what I mean? So stay away from the drugs I've just mentioned. You know what I mean? MDMA, also known as Mandy. You know what I mean? Bad drug. You know what I mean? Bad drug. People think they're alright when they're having bits of lines, they're out their heads, but it's a bit of a creeper. If they have a big one, bang. You know what I mean? You'll be sat there shaking like a leaf all night. If you overdo it, and it can kill you. You know what I mean? Known fact. And it's a big killer. Ketamine. Now ketamine is obviously fucking hell. It knocks horses out, yeah? That's what it's designed for. So usually when you see ketamine, it's usually got an horse label on it. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's designed to put horses out and what have you. And believe me, if it puts an horse out, it can put you out. You're only small to an horse. Yeah, remember that. So when usually people overdo it on the ket, that's it, they're gone, out cold, bang, done all night, usually rushed to hospital and what have you, they're done for. And if they're not rushed to hospital, they're left in the corner of a room, fucking fucked all night, shaking to death, out cold, vulnerable. You know what I mean? And let's face it, the streets are a tough place sometimes, you know what I mean? If you're not in the right company and you're vulnerable like that, anything can happen to you. I mean anything. I knew kids back in the day in town, what they used to do is, because you know it's like in town, cocaine's everywhere, guys. It's everywhere, no matter what city or what village or what area you are, even if you live in fucking Emmerdale land, yeah, cocaine is everywhere. That is a fact, yeah. So what they do is, they see people who would be out partying with high value watches on, high value jewellery on, who they knew liked a bit of coke and what have you. So they'd go in toilets, pull it out, make out as if they're having a sniff, knowing fine well that these lads would say, oh, give some of that, mate. Bang, there you go. They've had a sniff of that and it's pure ketamine. Next minute their eyes roll back in the head. And there's your watch gone, there's your chain gone, there's everything gone, your wallet gone, your bank card, your money gone. You know what I mean? Be careful of this, trust me. Especially for anything, you never know any like young girls. There's a lot of fucking predators out there, yeah? There's a lot of horrible bastards out there, yeah? Watch what you're doing, man. You know what I mean? Don't accept a fucking sniff off anyone. You know what I mean? Some dangerous people out there. You know what I mean? Trust me. A lot of fucking wrong-uns and a lot of nonsense. So stay away, stay clear, and watch what you're doing. Obviously, the most obvious one, cocaine. Now, cocaine, also known as the rich man's drug, yeah, is everywhere. Celebrities have it, fucking everyone has it, fucking whatever. Everyone's dabbled in it, no matter who you are, or, well, not everyone's obviously dabbled it, but I guarantee none of everyone's obviously seen it, or been around it, or family members have at some point. Now, cocaine is another one. It's a drug what you think you're controlling, but you don't realise it's controlling you. You know what I mean? If you're, you don't get addicted to the cocaine buzz, you actually get addicted to sniffing it. That snort. That's when you know you're addicted. And same again. You know what I mean? You know you're addicted when your buzz goes from happy and enjoying it to paranoia and crazy. Yeah? Right? It sends you the other way. It's highly addictive, ruins people's lives, it's no good for anyone. You know what I mean? So stay clear, and it weakens you as a person. Yeah? You know what I mean? I've seen men who are like mice on it. Yeah? You know what I mean? Stay away from it. No good for you. No good for your mental health. No good for your physical health. Stay away from it. Yeah? Any drugs are bad, especially class A drugs. But especially if you wash the cocaine up into crack. Then you start getting onto what I call the devil drugs now. Yeah? Personally, I've had close family members who's been bad on crack. I've had close pals what's been bad on crack. You know what I mean? That's why I would never, ever, ever even touch a crack pipe in my life. Never. Never. I've seen what it does. Seen what it does to people. Yeah. Ruins them. I've seen serious rough kids. See serious rough dangerous men get on that and be nothing. Yeah. And cut the sentence down to nothing. But then obviously I've seen some fucking serious psychopaths on it as well, who's doing life in jail. We don't think about just running up on middle of the street, no mask on, and bang, bang, bang. I've seen it with my own eyes, put 3 bullets in a kid and put them fucking down, mate, middle of the street. Because they're that warped and crazy out of their minds, sends them psychotic and evil. Stay away from that. Crack cocaine's a devil drug. And eventually, when you abuse the crack cocaine, anyone will tell you, any crack cocaine addict, 9 times out of 10, leads to heroin. Because heroin, they need the heroin to come down off the crack, yeah? So basically, when they're that wired out their minds, they need the brown. Either chase the dragon, inject it, or whatever, yeah? But there's that much strong stuff, one run, dig the dead, yeah? And if they don't die, then they're the living dead anyway. Always running in and out of shops, robbing their own grandmas, robbing their own mothers, robbing their own family at knife point. You know what I mean? I've had family members of mine rob my other family members at knife point, taking TVs out their house, fucking doing everything just so they could get a fix. I've got family members who's on heroin, guys. It's not a nice fucking thing, trust me. You know what I mean? It's the devil drug. It destroys, and people kill for it. And the difference is with crack, it's a mental addiction. The difference is with heroin, it's a physical and mental addiction. So they wake up in the morning, they throw up, they're rattling. They need that. They will do anything for that £10 fix on that day. They will run in, they will armed robbery, anything. That's when you see them robbing charity boxes and fucking scummy stuff like that at pubs. You know what I mean? It destroys lives. So guys, listen, for me, you know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking open your eyes and tell you, because I've had people very close to me, and when I mean very close as you can imagine, fuck up on this stuff, yeah? You know what I mean? Please don't go down that road, you know what I mean? Please, you're better than that. Always remember, yeah, there's help out there for you, no matter what. Get yourself some help, yeah? Because you're on 2 roads. One's to jail and the other one's death. You know what I mean? And there is no in between. They're the only 2 roads you got. That is a fucking fact, you know what I mean? So please, if anyone ever feels to get that way, my email and my social media is always open. I'm always there for you guys, yeah? But no worry about that, because it's very fucking personal to me, that. Another one, obviously a secret one, prescription tablets. Biggest killer, pregabalin, blue diazepam. Biggest killers, and especially all these fakes what are going around. Fake tablets, pregabalin, diazepam, tramadol, trazodones, you name it. The big killers killed 2 of my mates up in Stainforth area, Barney and Geordie, in the same day, yeah. On the fake pregabalins, because pregabs, guys, yeah, are usually a jail drug, but people take in prison. I've never had them. My drugs training, yeah, but obviously a lot of people like to experiment with the 300mg pregabs because it gives them a feeling like they're pissed up in prison. Same as the Subutex. A lot love the Subutex in prison, yeah. But what they don't realise, when they abuse the Subutex in jail, they get out of prison and they turn up on the heroin. It was my best friend at the time when I was in prison with him, Joe Frost. He was a fucking good pal of mine, yeah, one of my best mates. He won't mind me saying this, yeah, because he's a good guy, and I know he's always trying to get help, but he's got a bad addiction. And what happens is, he was abusing the Subutex on a 6-year jail sentence. I was on the wing with him, and he was anti-heroin, anti-crack, never fucking touched anything, yeah, he was game on, ruthless guy. He got out of jail before me. I told him to hang fire, wait for me, get in touch. I'll get in touch with him when I get out, and when I got out, he was full-blown heroin addict. He needed some type of opium, like the Subutex gives, because the Subutex are opium based, to carry on giving him that buzz what it did, and he got on the heroin, and he's still like, oh, and what a shame. Seen young men hang themselves over it because of their addiction, and Yeah, fucking bad, bad, bad. Heroin and crack are your two most devil drugs by far. You know what I mean? By far. So stay away from drugs in general, but especially them. Like I was saying with the pre-gabbling, all these fakes that are coming around, some of them are 6 times the normal strength of the normal 300 pre-gabblings and what have you. So when people are having them and getting pissed up, they're not waking up. Another well-known guy from Fernsker near Barnsley, Danny Danford, one of my good pals who was in jail with me, he did the same. Took too many of them tablets, never woke up. Big rough hard men. You know what I mean? Only takes once. Only once. You know what I mean? No one's invincible. Yeah. You're only human like everyone else. I know we all feel like we're invincible, but please believe me, you're not. You know what I mean? You're only flesh and bones as well. You know what I mean? It's only your mind, how strong it is in your mind, and you need to stay away from the drugs whatsoever. Focus yourself on evolving yourself, and you put your body through evolution. And don't get it twisted, guys. I've had some rough patches when I was a younger lad. You know what I mean? I used to like a good party more than everyone, and I fucking did. You know what I mean? And you know what? I'm glad I can always look back and say I had that phase in my life, because it is part of learning. It's like when people go to university and college, you experiment with things and you party, you live. You have to live at some point, but there has to be a point where it's no, that's it. You've done that phase. Be a man now, yeah. And I'm telling you straight, eye to eye to this camera, drugs are bad. Yeah, stay away from fucking drugs. Trust me, because it'll weaken you, ruin you, and everyone around you. So please take my advice, right? And then, yeah, guys, and also when you see these drug addicts like young women and what have you, when they're on it, 9 times out of 10 you'll see them on red light district, especially on the heroin and crack, putting themselves out as prostitutes. Like in Doncaster on red light district, Christchurch, busy as fuck every night. Every time when I go past down there, well, I haven't been down there when I've been out, but before I went to jail and I was going down there towards town and what have you, I see about fucking 15 girls who used to go to school with me and what have you just stood about putting themselves out because heroin and cracks took them. So listen, trust me, I'll finish this video by saying this, guys, yeah, and listen to me very carefully. And this is coming from me. I'm trying to be the big man and help you, yeah? Be strong, and always remember this phrase, drugs are for mugs. Good night and God bless, guys.